That's how they this is just like the oldest blackmailing trick in the book, okay? It is like goes back centuries and millennia. This is the oldest trick in the book, all right? And as you become more powerful, you will have other opposition groups and evil groups try to seduce you and send honey holes your way, honey traps your way. You have to understand that. That is just piece and parcel of the game once you become a king and queen. You have to understand honey traps are going to be sent your way. Not only by spiritually, I'm talking about literally people who want to destroy you will send you honey traps. Okay? I remember even when I was in the New Yorker, and you know, we were there because we were attending the service at Love and Life Ministry with Angela there. And when she was still pregnant. Don't even get me started on that. It's just, oh my gosh, so ridiculous. But anyways, we were there, and then we're in there, and then we're during the praise and worship section, which was in that praise and worship. They have all these secular songs, which is not praise and worship at all. Anyways, you know, so they're singing these songs, and then this girl who's clearly not a member, and looks like a prostitute. I mean, she looks like a prostitute. And she comes up to me behind, there's a huge crowd there. And she comes up to me and she says, "Come here, follow me now." Thinking that I'm this weak little beta male, that because some girl speaks to me forcefully, I'm going to be like, "Oh, okay. I mean, these women are so freaking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Just because I was nice doesn't mean I'm a beta male. Nobody, people didn't know my fighting ability, but just because I'm nice doesn't mean I'm a beta male. Anybody who knows me knows I'm quite alpha, but I'm, of course, very loving and compassionate too. I'm very kind as well. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it was a joke, and I just looked at it and said, no. You know what I'm saying? That was clearly a honey hole. You know what I'm saying? Because that girl was basically, who looked like a prostitute. If I followed her, she would just basically try to rape me, which would be so stupid. And so if you're that weak, if you've never really unlocked your epigenetics, okay, and you're just, because somebody speaks to you forcefully, you will just go along with it. Well, you're going to fall into a honey hole. That's why the best defense for when I see Junie and the younger kids, etc., the best defense against that is these kind of combat arts, which makes you say no. You have to stand up against your opponent, right? You literally have to fight your opponent, right? So you learn how to fight against an opponent in real life, which then rewires your brain to say, oh no, sometimes I have to fight against something. You know what I mean? Instead of being mush-mashed into this liberal lunacy cult, which tells you, oh, it's just peace and love, no fighting, peace and love. Oh, fighting's so bad. Oh, we have, that whole thing in the schools. Oh, zero tolerance policy in school. What are you talking about, man? Kids gotta be able to fight. Kids gotta be able to fight to become mature. What is a zero tolerance policy? What the hell is that? That's a way to legitimize getting rid of combat sports. That's a way to legitimize getting rid of wrestling. That's a way to legitimize getting rid of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu being taught in the schools. That's a way to legitimize zero tolerance policy. Are you kidding? Zero tolerance policy for violence? Violence is extremely important for education. To learn how to become a strong, powerful human being, you have to learn how to control violence. Because that's what the centralized powers always want. They want monopoly on violence. So good people need to be able to have the power of violence and force so that when the predators try to use violence and force, they will be stopped and somebody will stand up against them. Do you see what I'm saying? I mean, hello, this is ridiculous, all right?